Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
After the dude was knifed down, officials from the California...
Imagine going to jail, you feel me? Or imagine, like, that's it. Like, you kicked it with your homeboys and all that shit. They made a whole video and everything, bro. And then, like, that was it.
See a nigga on YouTube sounding like me, that's my old bag. I've been trapping for so long, bitch, I'm still counting old cash. Put a 10 ball on a nigga head. Stay focused, bro, you can't get jammed up. How you hate and like me, bro, you fanned up. All the niggas, you can ice the streets, real stand up. Nigga, leave me alone, go and pick your man.
The real reason why a hit was put on LA Rapper. I'm pretty sure the title's a little longer, but I can't see it on the screen, so it is what it is. I don't even know who Dog is, so this is new to me, just like it's new to you. All right, bet.
Do you feel like the #1 brown rapper from LA right now?
Shit, hell yeah! If it ain't me, it's the little homie Peso. But if it ain't us, there's nobody else.
Your house gets tagged on?
My house will get tagged on. That's one reason why I'm moving out. My sister's car be getting tagged on. My brother-in-law's work truck be getting tagged on.
Bullshit.
Haters.
Just haters pulling up and doing shit.
I don't know, pull-ups and Suede.
You feel like trouble just kind of follows you at a certain point, or what?
I've been feeling like it. Sometimes for me, like, dang, like I'm cursed or something. I don't know. Like,
comment below and tell me what y'all know about this guy, because I know nothing about any of this.
shit don't stop. I can't get a break. You know, like shit always bullshit back to back.
A local up-and-coming rapper has been while in prison in Northern California. This is a music video from MoneySign Suede, whose real name is Jaime Brugada Valdez. According to prison officials in county, Suede's death is being investigated as a homicide.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. You know, as if SoCal hadn't racked up enough rapper deaths in the past 20 years, April 2023 kicked off with a big L for the LA hip-hop community. I'm talking about MoneySign Suede, one of the city of Sunshine's most promising up-and-coming young rappers who caught a blade during his most recent prison sentence. At just 22 years old, Suede was hit up in one of the most brutal ways possible. The circumstances around this murder were mad sketchy, and to this day, new information about the incident still moving slowly and trickling down. But you already know how we do, so without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. 2022 started out as a good year for your boy Suede. He had spent a big chunk of 2020 and 2021 in the pen on a 10-month charge for boosting a car. But 2022 was lining up to be his year. In March, he dropped the self-titled album MoneySign Suede, which earned him the nickname the Mexican-American Kodak Black. This is what really set the brother up for some big-time collabs in the months following the release, with names like Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Weirdo, Lil Maru, and Cypress Marino. Even though he...
I want y'all to dead ass comment below and tell me if y'all ever heard Lil Weirdo. I'm dead serious. I've never heard of him. Where we gotta go find? We gotta go look up.
Had an encounter with the boys in blue in the summer of that year after a gunman opened fire during one of his warehouse parties and killed 3 people. He was able to slide out of that sticky situation without getting arrested and got right back to his business, even dropping the next album, Parkside Baby, in September. With the massive clout and attention he got from his new album, he started making magic in the studio with cats like Rimble and Phoenix Flexin', and everything seemed to indicate that MoneySign Suede was about to hit it big. Unfortunately, as it often happens when hard-working, talented rappers start to get their shine on, Suede started catching some bad luck near the end of 2022, which ultimately led him to get locked up for the last time. In December of 2022, your boy had another run-in with the Alphabet Boys for possessing a firearm as a felon. That and another charge got him sentenced to 2 years and 8 months in Soledad State Prison, which ultimately led to his demise. In a touching video posted to YouTube, Suede and his friends recorded some clips of his last 24 hours before going to prison, not knowing it would be his last video ever recorded.
It's hard for me again and again, but I feel good though. It feels good to be back though. Like, feel me, I'm gonna have to turn myself in next week again to go state prison. Yeah, I'll be back though. I'm going for like a year and a half. Like a year and some change.
State prison. So the last one was what?
I was in the country. I already know how it is. So
yeah.
now niggas just goes in like already kind of know how to like do my time chilling.
One thing it's important to know is that before getting thrown in the pen, Suede had never really been fully involved in the gang life. In a couple of interviews, he had mentioned that he wanted to leave the gang life behind, suggesting that it might have been a part of his past to some extent, but he was never really a full-on gangster in the streets. And word on the street was he didn't want that to change when he got locked up, according to what some of the inmates were saying.
Oh man, shit. Detroit rappers. Really, honestly, I listen to everything, man. You feel me? I really listen to everything. I don't have a preference. I listen to all types of music and all rappers. If you make a suggestion, I go watch it or listen to it. So shoot me a video.
And Suede wasn't down with the prison's gang culture and tried to survive all on his own.
So the subscriber calls me. He introduces himself. We exchange numbers. So I called him directly on the phone, and he pretty much broke it down. He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you the real reason why he got boot bopped in the cell, and his cellie was turfing him out because he was being thetical. Thetical meaning he was being stubborn, that he didn't want to abide by the program. Like I said, Sureños have a different program. You know, you got the mess that runs the yard, and you have the mafiosos on the yard right now, which makes it an even more strict program. He didn't want to conform to the program. He didn't want to conform to whatever it is that they were asking from him.
It's also been reported that he spent a lot of his time talking to his girl and on the prison phone. And some would say that he had conversations that made some gang members suspect that he was dry snitching on them.
Where he made his first mistake was that he was making phone calls on the wall, and everybody knows that Global Tel records everything. And he was overheard by some of his homies, the Sureños and the Southsiders that he was running with. He was pretty much venting to his girl over the phone, and they took it as he was talking about things that were going on the yard, how they were asking him to do this, do that.
I feel like he should have knew better. Like when y'all in there, not that I've ever been to, you feel me, the penitentiary, the jail, you feel me. But you feel me, when you like, you know, most of the time, you feel me, it's like you and the guys, you feel me. So it's like it's certain shit. Like I see where they went with that. I see where they went.
Do this, do that.
It's unknown how much this affected his day-to-day in the pen, but what we do know for sure is that just a few months into his sentence, things took a real bad turn for the worse. Just before 10 p.m. on April 25th, 2023, prison authorities conducted a routine check to make sure all inmates were accounted for in their cell. And when Suede didn't show up, they searched all over the facility for him. A missing inmate is usually a bad enough sign, but a missing celebrity inmate is even worse and usually only means one thing. Sadly, everybody's fears came true when they discovered bruh unresponsive in the showers of the correctional facility. The brother was bleeding heavily and appeared to have a stab.
Oh, Jesus of fire. Like they left dog in there. Wow. That's tough, man.
Stab wound in his neck. At that point, saving dude's life was going to be a tall task. But the staff at the correctional facility got down to business real quick and started resuscitative measures on Suede. When that didn't work, they transported dude to an on-site medical facility, but it was too late. Angela Diaz, a secretary with the coroner's division of the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, confirmed that he died around 10:20 p.m. at the state prison. His passing was announced to the public by officials from the California Department of Corrections, as well as the Monterey County Coroner's Office. A couple of hours later, the cops at the prison called Suede's lawyer, Nick Rosenberg, to fill him in on the incident. According to dude's attorney, Suede had been the victim of a series of assaults even before Tuesday's incident, but the motive of the actual hit was still unknown. As word started spreading within the jail about the hit, prison authorities put a measure in place to make the investigation smooth as possible. On Wednesday morning, certain areas of the prison were placed on lockdown to prevent movement in those areas that could mess up the evidence, and breakfast was also delayed in the morning. On the outside, news of the rapper's passing hit the hip-hop community real hard. From the moment that he had gotten locked up for 4 months earlier, his fans had posted pictures of Suede non-stop, asking for him to be released from prison. But on Wednesday, the social media posts from fans and fellow artists were replaced by messages marking the rapper's unfortunate passing and paying tribute to bruh. On Suede's official official Instagram profile, somebody acknowledged the messages of condolences being sent out to the rapper's family and how they were being received, and thanked the fans for all of their support. Your boy's homies from the rap game also got right down to business and set up several altars for him in the Huntington Park area, where they lit candles and put up pictures of him in his honor. After the dude was knifed down, officials from the California...
Imagine going to jail, you feel me? Or imagine, like, that's it. Like, you kicked it with your homeboys and all that shit. They made a whole video and everything, bro. And then, like, that was it. It's tough there.
Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, or CDCR, announced that Soledad's Investigative Services Unit and the Monterey County District Attorney's Office were joining forces to find the killer. There weren't too many leads to start with, but one thing that was obvious from the beginning was that this wasn't the run-of-the-mill prison tussle. Somebody clearly had a problem with the brother and wanted him gone. It's hard to believe that a brother like Suede, who was described by his own attorney as mild-mannered, popular, and loved by everyone, would have been involved in a beef so big that it led to him getting murked in just 4 months of being locked up. One of the reasons why the case made such a buzz was that people couldn't understand why somebody with a high profile like Suede would have been housed in the same unit as the gym pop inmates breathing the same air as some of the state's most dangerous criminals, instead of in a sensitive needs yard which is designed to protect those with specific safety concerns like up-and-coming rappers. During the investigation, lots of theories started popping up on social media stating that Suede's passing had been the result of a gang-related conflict. This was echoed by sources who were close to the incident, including the Sereno gang member himself, who claimed that MoneySign Suede had to be taken out because he refused to follow the rules of the Sereno gang's program inside the prison, which would also explain the assault that he had suffered in the days leading up to the hit.
That was his first mistake. Those who don't know about the Sereno program, there's a such thing as checadas or calentadas. So obviously he got whooped on multiple times because he refused to be not only down with the program, but also because of what he was saying over the phone.
Another lead that the cops investigated was that this could have easily been a jealousy hit. Although his sentence was about 32 months, it's possible that with good behavior, Suede could have been let out much sooner, which would have been a cause for envy for other inmates. This was never really confirmed by official sources, and the identity of Suede's killer remains a mystery to this day. You know, with so much talent and such a bright future ahead of him, it's truly tragic that bruh had to go through what he went through. He just left too soon. In addition to being a talented rapper with a real promising future, dude seemed like a cool brother. Well, I guess you know how it go. Until next time, stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. R.I.P. to Suede, man.